Hey, Matt Lenzner here. Let's talk about professional services and how to run a professional services company. I'm obsessed with this number 40, of course, but I want to talk today about what has to happen in the leader or the owner to attack this number or deal with this number. Like, what is that all about? Because there's just like things you can do structurally, but there's also stuff that's going on between the ears here that has to change. And I think the big change is your relationship to your company and your relationship to the people that work there. So there is this idea that smaller companies are often run sort of like big families where everyone's together. And I think it can be difficult for a leader to sort of lose touch with their family, right? If that's where they go and they know everybody and they spend time with each of these people, then that family aspect of the company, you can kind of lose it. And I think probably around 40 is when that starts to change, where you just don't have enough time. And just as a super simple example, if you spent an hour with each of the people in the company per week, you can do that if there's 10 people in the company. I mean, that's 25% of your work week. You can't do that anymore if there's 40 people. That's your entire work week, 40 hours. So something has to give there, right? You just can't maintain that level of contact with every single person in the company anymore. And by way of an example, I do know a consulting company. It was a finance and accounting consulting company, and they had been stuck right around 40 for years, actually. And I think what finally had to happen is that owner had to sort of come to grips with this idea that they're going to need a management team. And they're going to need to put in the systems and everything to support having a management team, because she was working crazy amounts of hours, and probably maybe at one point in the past, it was okay. She could do it. But, every year we get older and your ability to just keep like cranking out 60-hour work weeks, it starts to go down. And so there was this whole process. It was probably uncomfortable. It was expensive. But then when they passed through that, then the company started growing again. It probably about doubled in size, and then there was an exit. That is also something that tends to focus people's minds, is when they start thinking about, oh, I see the finish line, or I'm on the back nine of this career that I have, and then I need to start planning for when I'm going to leave. Then their whole relationship with their company will change also, where they start thinking about, well, this is my nest egg, right? This is what's going to pay for my retirement. I want to get this company to be as valuable as possible so that I can get a good price for it. I would say that's maybe waiting too long. You should be ready to just keep growing at any point, no matter how old you are, how easy or hard, working all these extra hours are and everything. Just keep going and keep working towards as if you were going to do an exit. A lot of what makes an exit possible is if you are not key to your company anymore. One more thing to think about approaching 40 is I have to set this up so that this company can run and do great without me. To sort of make yourself obsolete is also something that you have to kind of get your head around and get over that. Because if you're used to being the star of the show, right, now you're sort of like basically planning things so you're redundant or you can be replaced, right? You're a part and not who the company's about. I just wanted to like unearth all of those things because we're in business. We have to make these business decisions, which can be personally uncomfortable sometimes, but we have employees, we have investors, we have all of these things, and we owe it to them and our customers to just run the best company possible. All right. Thanks for listening. I'll see you at the next one.
This podcast was brought to you by Bizinta. Bizinta is an all-in-one cloud platform for professional service firms that combines time tracking, scheduling, invoicing, project management, and real-time reporting to help teams run operations more efficiently and improve profitability. For more information, click the link below.